to all the dispossessed youth of Africa, for perpetuation of communion with ancestral spirits through the fight for African freedom, and in the firm faith that the dead, the living, and the unborn will unite to build the destroyed shrines. Selah. Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well, beloveds, in all your ways, and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. Really want to thank every single person that has subscribed to the channel. We appreciate, love you so much. Thanks to every single person that supports us on Patreon. We appreciate, love you so much, beloveds. It really is just such a powerful, spiritual reinforcement. And yeah, I really do pray, beloveds, that if you do get a chance, that you definitely take some kind of, mental health break. I love it. I'm reporting live and direct from a tower in the middle of a place called Watamu, which is it's basically like a beach area off the coast of Kenya. I'm also still on my mental health break, but something happened. The Spirit felt that I should share with the family. And beloveds, you've already seen it in the title. Like, seriously, we should even be celebrating that this whole, pandemic and the social distancing gives us this opportunity. Because really, if you're doing the work and if you've taken certain decisions, you need to stop hugging up on people. And I'm not just saying that this might sound wild to some people. And if it does, then this message is not for you. But recently, while I was on the island of Lamu, I met a friend of mine. And, he told me he hadn't taken the double Big Mac, but my spirit told me that he definitely took the double Big Mac, but regretted it. I know you guys will understand what I'm saying. Anyway, when we met, it had been, I think it had been many years, like almost 7 years since the last time I saw him. And so, of course, I gave him a big hug and everything. And, we hung out with him like most of the day. But in the evenings, beloveds, I started to feel lightheaded. I started to feel like off. And literally, like, I never feel dizzy or anything like that. Like, literally, I felt like there was something interfering with my spirit. And I even had to lie down, and I even ended up calling my father, who happens to be like a highly mystic man, and asking and just telling him, this is what's happening. I was like, of course I was panicking. Oh, I feel like I'm fainting. I feel lightheaded. Like, I don't even feel like, I feel like I need to lie down. I've never had this feeling before. And he was like, what have you been doing about hugging up on people? Because he's been telling me for a long time that since I've taken this journey of priesthood, then I need to stop hugging up on people. And that's why you'll see the highest levels will always either be like this, or they'll touch their heart, and you know what I mean? And even that's protecting their energy, because this is also a very powerful energy center. Story for other days. And, but before he actually told me about the hugging up on people, he asked me what I did that day. And I was like, oh, I met my friend, this Rasta, and, yeah. And he was like, did you hug anyone? Did you whatever? And when I told him, he's like, you need to stop hugging up on people, because it's such a deep exchange. And especially when the more you work on yourself, the more you open yourself up. And the thing is, this is a heart center. Many call it that, it's a chakra, if you want to say it, but it's an energy center. Like, there's something going round and round like this that is pushing and projecting energy, projecting your reality, projecting even your persona. And it's a really important part of your spiritual network that maintains this physical vessel. And so when you hug someone, it's like those two spiritual centers meet. And we're energy first. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. This is just a physical body. So when you go and you hug and someone gives you a tight hug, it's like there's an energy exchange. And when you are on the same vibration, that energy exchange ends up being beneficial to the both of you. It's a win-win situation where you give that person your loving, healing vibes, and they give that to you in return. But when you're hugging up on someone who is weaker than you, but maybe spiritually, maybe physically, maybe even psychologically, they have a few issues, they will take. They must. That's the only option, even subconsciously, even without wanting to. They will take. And they will deposit some of their lower vibrational, distorted energy into you. And if they've been powerful beings before, because my friend was he was even more highly spiritual than I was when I met him 10 years ago. But if he, if he's had a high vibration and he's fallen through the double Big Mac or something, that means that he can really, because he had that high level, he can really draw a lot of energy from you. And that's what I felt. Like, beloveds, I was not the same. Like, I slept super early. And even the following day, I was off for a few hours until I made some like bitter leaf tea and, Lesson learned. Because right now, more than ever before, we're in an energetic world. Like, more, it's always been like that, but more than ever before now, because everything has opened up and is opening up, the channels are opening up, the gates are opening up. For those of us who are doing the work, we need to take ourselves super seriously and recognize that for us to be on this high vibration, we have to be open. And so in being open, we have to protect ourselves from lower vibing situations, because all they can do is take. They have nothing to give but their weakness, their sickness, their death, their disease. And this hugging people, I swear, my papa was right, beloveds. You just can't afford it at such a time as this, and you have the perfect excuse not to do it. And there's so many different gestures you can do. This, Anyway, let me know if this has been in your experience. But all I know, beloveds, because for some people, this is way out there. I should call this like the priesthood channel, seriously. The channel for the awakened ones, the ones who are taking that journey seriously. We're a very small percentage, but we're many at the same time. If you think that one of us is like 1 million people, when we get to a certain level, when we get to another level with 10 million people, the equivalent of, in terms of vibration. But we have to protect our energy. And it's funny because I've been talking about protecting energy, but going through this experience myself, like, beloveds, I felt like I couldn't even see. I don't even know what dizzy feels like, but I literally felt like my spirit wasn't fully in. That's how I kept describing it. Like when I was telling Papa Duma, I was like, I really feel like my spirit is not in my body or something's off. But it wasn't I didn't feel negative. I didn't feel pain. I didn't feel anything, but I felt out of balance. And balance is everything, beloveds. Let's take a short break. We'll be right back. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa. Welcome back, beloveds, to Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Seraki. Thanks for every single person that comments on the videos. I'm actually at the top of an eco tower. They call it the Eco Tower, actually, which is like an Airbnb kind of place. And it's all wide open, which is why you're seeing all these play on the lights. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm on a mental health break, but I'm still being really driven by spirit after my meditation in the early mornings, to kind of give you, the message straight from my heart and straight from spirit as well. And the reason I've even extended this video is the most important thing right now. When I say stop hugging up on people, it all boils down to protecting our energy. Like, it is absolutely critical, beloveds, that we start to protect our energy, because we're increasing it and we're holding a certain energetic vibration for Mama Earth, for our spiritual family. So many of us who are chosen are not chosen to be on this individual relationship of healing, one of our distorted friends or one of our distorted, out of balance family members. And what I'm found also on this trip, beloveds, is a lot of the people that we knew. Sorry, I'm trying to get the light. I know I look dark, but anyway, I hope my cameraman can do something. What I'm finding is that those people that we knew before, they're totally different now. And many have been changed by this whole, double Big Mac situation. And so you may have and you're totally different, especially if you've been on this awakening journey. Who you were even 2 years ago is not who you are now. So protect your energy, protect your space by initiating how the interaction will go. So if you're meeting family or friends, either put your both hands out there, put your heart and give them a fist bump. Everyone's kind of comfortable with this now. Funny how this used to be like a Rasta thing before, huh? This, peace be with you. But initiate that. So before someone reaches for the hug, initiate that. And it's hard sometimes because people know what they're doing, even if it's subconscious. They know that when they hug you and you're full of light, they're taking some of that light. They literally can't produce for themselves. And that's why now I can see why many of the chosen ones are being pulled into isolation by the Great Spirit, the Most High, our spiritual team, why they're pulling us into our private worlds with our families, with our loved ones, where there's very little, because I haven't interacted with people for, like friends, family, for almost 2 years, beloved, since this whole lockdown vibe started, which I've been very happy with. And really, I've just been meditating, praying, and vibing high. So I only see that now when I'm out in the world. And it's like, it's something that you've worked for, and it's something that you've earned, and it's something that you must protect. You may not feel the changes that have happened in you because you're in you. But if you've been doing the work, you've been changing. So protect your energy, beloveds. That's all I wanted to say. Protect your energy. Because I told you there's two worlds right now in one. There's those who are suffering, who are in a lot of confusion, who are in a lot of anxiety, who are being blown like a leaf this way and that way by the Babylon system and the New World Order agenda. And then there are those who, by the grace of our ancestors, our spiritual team, our destiny, our gifts, the Most High, we are now entering paradise on earth, where our reality is really quite different from those who are in anxiety. And that's why I call it two different worlds. And those who are here, many of whom have taken the double BMAC, they will feel that you are in a world that they can't reach, and they will just even need to just grab a little energy from you to survive. But we haven't reached that level yet of helping people heal, because we're still ascending and healing ourselves. And this is a very specific message for those who know. And if you know, you know. So take your journey seriously, beloveds. Protect your energy. Tuko pamoja.